is Emma, and I'm 8 years old. My teacher said we could write a story about something from home or school. So I'm going to tell you about what happened after Mommy told me never to open Daddy's bedroom door. We moved into this house not too long ago after Daddy came back from the hospital. Mommy said he had an accident at work and needed to sleep a lot now. He's always sleeping, like even when it's sunny out. He doesn't eat breakfast with us anymore either. The house is old and creaky. At night, the floor groans and the walls pop like they're breathing. Sometimes the air smells weird, like old medicine mixed with something rotten, like when milk goes bad. Mommy says it's just vintage charm, but it makes my nose hurt. Daddy's room is at the very end of the upstairs hallway. The door is always locked. Mommy says he needs peace and quiet, and I should never knock. Once I got too close, and she yelled so loud I dropped my juice. Her eyes looked all big and watery, like she was gonna cry but angry at the same time. Still, sometimes I hear him in there, but not snoring, whimpering. On Monday, I heard him whisper my name, Emma. It was super quiet, like wind under the door. I got really close and whispered, Daddy? Then he said, Help me, baby. His voice sounded thick, like he had something stuck in his throat, but it was definitely him. He always called me baby when he tucked me in. I ran to tell Mommy, but she just stared at me with her mouth tight and said, I must have been dreaming. She told me not to talk like that ever again. On Tuesday, I saw something yucky on his doorknob, brown and sticky. It smelled like trash that's been left in the sun. Mommy wiped it fast with a towel and didn't say anything. But I saw her lips moving, like she was talking to someone without sound. Then she poured a line of salt across the floor in front of the door. Real salt, like for French fries. She made a circle too and burned a tiny piece of paper that turned the air thick and smoky. I giggled because it looked like magic. Mommy looked at me, scared, and said, If he calls again, do not answer. But it's Daddy. Why would I ignore him? On Wednesday, I woke up because I heard footsteps. Above me, not in Daddy's room, on the ceiling. Except we don't have an attic. The steps stopped right over my bed. I didn't scream. I just covered my head and stayed really still. Then I heard Daddy's door creak open. Slow. Then close again. Everything went super quiet after that. In the morning, the salt Mommy put down was messed up, like someone walked through it. I told her and she dropped the eggs. They splashed all over the floor, and she just sat down and cried into her hands. Yesterday, I drew a picture of Daddy at school. He had lots of arms and big teeth. My teacher looked at it weird and asked me if that's really what he looks like now. I said, Yeah, he stands in the hallway at night and smiles. She sent a note home, but I did see him there. Last night, just standing by my door. The hallway was dark, but his teeth were super white. His body moved like he was underwater or didn't know how to walk anymore. I whispered, Daddy? He whispered back, You're the one they wanted. I didn't know who they were, but I felt cold all over after he said that. Today, Mommy left in a hurry. She said she had to get more candles. She looked at me and said, Don't open any doors. Don't leave your room, no matter what you hear. But the door is already open. He opened it. I didn't even hear him coming. The floor didn't creak. The air feels thick, like jelly. He came into my room and smiled again. He whispered funny words I didn't know. His skin looks stretched too tight, and his eyes don't blink. I asked him where Mommy went. He said, She's part of me now. I think Daddy feels better. He wants to play hide and seek. I think I'll go with him now.